Hi everyone, welcome back to class. As you're aware, I'm on a quest to teach you as much as possible about the things that I've learned that are interesting and important to you, my amazing Dr. Seja's family and students. So far we've looked at the human brain, the visual system. Today let's explore the auditory system. How do we detect sounds? As usual, this is another part of that neuroscience course that I audited through Harvard. How familiar are you with the anatomy of your auditory system? The ability to hear is a marvel of biological engineering, transforming subtle changes in air pressure into the rich soundscape of our world. But how well do you know the intricate system that makes this possible? The auditory system is a complex network of structures, typically divided into three main sections: the outer, middle, and inner ear. Each section plays a vital role in the journey of sound, a process you can explore in detail through resources like the National Institute on Deafness and Other Communication Disorders, the NIDCD. Let's look at the outer ear, the sound collector. The first part of your auditory system begins with the pinna, the visible part of the ear on the side of your head. This unique shape acts like a satellite dish, collecting sound waves and funneling them down the ear canal, also known as the external auditory meatus. At the beginning of this canal lies the eardrum, tympanic membrane, a thin, taut membrane that vibrates in response to the incoming sound waves. The middle ear, the amplifier. Behind the eardrum is the middle ear, an ear-filled chamber housing the smallest bones in the human body, collectively known as the ossicles. These three tiny bones, the malleus, hammer, incus, anvil, and the stapes or stirrup, form a bridge. When the eardrum vibrates, it sets this chain into motion, transmitting and amplifying the vibrations to the inner ear. The middle ear also connects to the back of the throat via the eustachian tube, which helps equalize pressure. The inner ear, the transducer. Final and most complex stage is the inner ear, a labyrinthine structure responsible for both hearing and balance. Sound vibrations are transferred to the cochlea, a snail-shaped fluid-filled chamber. You'll see that in a video I'm going to be sharing with you later. Inside the cochlea, the vital organ of corti contains thousands of tiny hair cells. These delicate cells convert the mechanical vibrations into electrical nerve impulses, a process called transduction. These impulses are then sent along the auditory nerve to the brain, which interprets them as the sounds we hear every day. The inner ear also contains the semicircular canals, which manage your sense of balance. From the outer pinna, gathering whispers to the inner hair cells, sending precise signals to your brain, the anatomy of your auditory system is a masterclass in biological function. Understanding the system is the first step in appreciating the miracle of hearing and the importance of protecting it. Sharing with you a synopsis from that neuroscience course that I audited through Harvard. Here we go.
The following is a general neuroanatomical overview of the auditory pathway. Sound waves are captured by the external ear and channeled through the external auditory meatus to the tympanic membrane. Sounds are transmitted across the space from the tympanic membrane to the fluid-filled inner ear by a chain of three bony ossicles, the malleus, incus, and the stapes. On the end of this bony chain, the arm of the malleus is attached to the tympanic membrane, and at the other end, the footplate of the stapes fits into the oval window of the membranous labyrinth of the inner ear. Cochlea is named for its similarity to a conch shell. and includes the fluid-filled membranous labyrinth, specialized sensory epithelium of the organ of Corti, and neurons of the spiral ganglion with their peripheral and central axonal branches. Sound information proceeds from the organ of Corti to the spiral ganglion cells and the eighth cranial nerve afferents in the ear. Then all ascending fibers terminate in the inferior colliculus in the midbrain and the medial geniculate nucleus in the thalamus before reaching the cortex in the superior temporal gyrus.
These videos are short enough for you to grasp and long enough for you to learn. Now I want you to enjoy the sights and the sounds of these places I've visited. The first is the Moon Palace Resort and the second is the Turks and Caicos Islands. Enjoy. Have an absolutely amazing day. Bye.